Welcome to your perfect start into Where Winds Meet. My first playthrough was full of mistakes and I was missing tons of player power. That's why I started from zero again on the Chinese server to rectify all of these mistakes and give you the best start possible. The game is chock full with systems that increase your player power, from a vendor who passively improves your life damage defense, to upgrading your martial arts for more damage, a talent tree unlocking your heavy attacks giving you more attack in general, and a passive upgrade system that overall increases your defense, attack, and everything. Let's start with the curiosity vendor and the butterfly symbol on your map. As soon as you see one of these symbols, you always want to go for them, and there are a bunch of different ones. This is a purple flower. Here, you will have to shoot the butterflies, and then you can actually loot the curiosity to upgrade your passives. Another version of this curiosity is the red mushroom. It will always have a butterfly flying above it, so you pretty much position yourself right below and just jump up, or find a cliff right next to it where you can then jump into it. It will require always higher, and higher jumps. Then we get the simple cricket stuck in pots, stones, whatsoever. Jump up, smash down, loot the cricket that's trying to escape. Thank you very much. Lastly, one of the more annoying ones, the cricket that flies around. You walk up to it, press your button, it flies away, and then you can loot it. With these curiosities, we're heading now to our vendor who also gave you your first weapon choice. No worries, you can't miss that guy, and we'll also talk about weapon choice. Not even 5 minutes into the game, we can increase our endurance limit and your attack power by 4 points, plus our overall defense up by another 2, and also 150 bonus health points. Later, he will also unlock your travel mode. Keep gathering those curiosities. As soon as you see a butterfly symbol on the map, veer off to go for them, because you don't want to backtrack. I need to go to the temple. However, I will now gather this little cricket, and then I'll head over to the next one before I continue the quest. That's how important they are. Number 2, grab yourself a horse early by finding one of these riding around people. Then you're gonna be absolutely smashing the living shit out of them until they go down from the horse. Jump on it. Now, this is your horse, and you acquired it. Ta-da! I can now leave it, LT, and now at any given point, simply resummon it to my side. If you don't feel like violence, you'll get a horse later down the line. Number 3, early weapon choices and unlocking new martial arts. You begin the game with the spear and the sword, and they're actually 2 powerful weapons already. However, after molesting the bear with your Tai Chi, that's a quest, and then unlocking the curiosity vendor after freeing him out of his precarious situation, you will be offered 4 more weapon choices: Healing Fan, Mo Blade, Dual Blade, and also the Umbrella. Keep in mind here, all 4 weapons are very strong and fun to play, but the Healing Fan and the Dual Blades can easily be unlocked. You can steal the martial arts from the master in the first 1 to 3 hours of the game. I'll tell you how that works in a second. The Umbrella and the Mo Blade are going to take you another 15 to 20 hours to unlock, because they are in region 2. And you'll have to be level 50 plus and travel all the way to the bottom left and right there for the Umbrella, and all the way down here for the Mo Blade. Which means it might be opportune to actually start with the Umbrella and or the Mo Blade over the Healing Fan and the Dual Blades, as you can just simply unlock them. Since simply finding a fan doesn't allow you to actually wield it, you have to unlock the respective martial arts. And in order to unlock a martial arts, you have to steal it from a martial arts master. Luckily, the Healing Fan is right here in the starting area, right at the beginning. Exactly at this position, you can't actually miss it. And the Dual Blades are right at the bottom left next to it. However, you need a certain item to get to them, and that would be a dagger. This dagger needs to be inserted into this podest. Now, said dagger you're getting for reaching level 15 and then breaking through, so you can keep leveling up further. Breaking through is another mechanic of the game. It happens level 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. It will always give you tons of gear, and you'll have to do a little fight against normal enemies, small bosses, and even big bosses later on. After breaking through, you get one of the items that you need to actually access said cave for the fan, for the dual blades, and other caves later on. Another way to actually get one of these blades is killing one of the hidden bosses on the map, because there are tons of bosses which are just randomly strewn over the map, hidden inside of dungeons, and they'll give you banger loot, plus even more of said daggers. Now with said dagger, you'll be heading over to the cave to open it up, and then you'll have to steal the martial arts, and it always works kind of the same way. You're gonna turn invisible and you'll have to infiltrate their sect by assassinating the dudes from behind and using your voice to actually see where they're looking. Don't get caught or you'll be actually reset. There are also 4 chests you can open up for tons of loot and bonus passives for the respective weapon. And as you then make your way through the whole thing and find the martial arts master, you can watch them, play the minigame, and boom, you possess the martial art of the fan, the dual blade, whatsoever later on, and can actually use the weapon. The interesting part is, with the level 15 breakthrough, 20 breakthrough, 30, and so on, you always get new equipment and you get every single weapon. So as I then get 15, boom, steal the martial art, I will already have a fan. I will have a dual blade. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's why I recommend start with the umbrella or the Mo blade. Especially since the umbrella is an amazing tool of mass destruction if you're holding down your light attack key early on, just literally deleting camps of enemies. Like there's no tomorrow. You don't even have to hit an enemy, right? You're just going to lasers them, then you're going to stun this dude, choose your Tai Chi art to throw him away, and keep lasering away at him. Yep, I'm an umbrella main. I love this weapon. It's so good. Number 4, don't forget to unlock every single stone pillar here because they are actually for fast traveling. Yes, if you have all of them activated, you can just hit that button twice and voop, it will teleport to you to wherever you would like to be. Free of charge. Number 5, please explore the world and have a good look out for these books around the map. They always point towards something important. For example, as we then approach the book here, the dude between the stone pillars gives you an internal art that you do not get otherwise. If we're not going to go for this quest line here, you'll not receive the acupoint internal art that can be used to free him from his precarious situation. You can freeze up enemies. It can be used in combat. Like, you don't get it. And this internal art, for example, is extremely important later on because there will be a quest where you have to freeze 2 dudes to open up a door, which then leads into a dungeon that will give you a cool boss fight. But only if you do have the internal art to actually freeze the guys. Discovery, discover, talk to people. I mean, hell, in the first temple that you actually have to go to for the main quest, there's an old dude watching a frog. And you're gonna be like, what the living hell is going on here? However, if you talk to this dude, he'll tell you how he's watching the frog to learn from him the martial art of the jumping toad slammer. Yeah. And we now have unlocked another internal art that instead of your Tai Chi allows you to, well, jump around like a frog and multiple activate it to slam into your enemies. Number 5, these shrines on your map. This one has one little candlestick in it. That means you have to make one butterfly get to it. By holding down your right stick and or pressing V, you'll go into the voice mode, which shows you this red mist leading to the butterfly. They can be way further away. Then you have them go back to the shrine and into the shrine, and yabba dabba doo, it will unlock some bonus loot for you. Pretty nifty. The voices skill you'll get by leveling up and gaining more talent points for it. Make sure to check back here a lot because these talents will unlock your heavy attack and your actual defense, HP, attack power down the line. The talent tree is found under the sword and book button, and then you press 2 times RB or just hover with your mouse. Another important reason why to do these blue book quests are these maps. They're medicinal center records and they're needed to upgrade your flasks to get more heals. The location of the healer lady to hand them in is here in zone 1 at this teleportation point. You will get sent to her during the main quest. However, I recommend going earlier to her because you can already get a second healing potion right in the first hour of the game. Otherwise, you might have to wait for hour 3-4 to get that second healing potion. Now let's talk about leveling up progressing your character and increasing your character's power. After continuing with the main quest until you're pretty much done with the tiny temple story arc, that's pretty much 20 to 30 minutes in the game. You can open up your inventory, then go for the sword and the book again, choose your weapon, and with a press of X and another X, you improve your martial art. This is very important because this improving of the martial art will overall increase the damage of all skills. And you get to do this for each martial art separate. This is cheap in the beginning, but will get quite expensive down the line, which means it's very helpful to choose early a main weapon. Mine, for example, is going to be the DPS umbrella. I will not swap that out, but I might change away from my spear to the nameless sword actually, because I prefer the synergy between the umbrella and the nameless sword. However, you will be able to unlock every single martial arts down the line, and you will also be able to upgrade all of them. Just be aware that's going to take quite some time. Another upgrade to your character will be the overdubbing. This unlocks as you then keep playing further down the main quest. The overdubbing can be found right next to the Kung Fu menu on the top, and then where the anvil is. The overdubbing itself is also quite expensive down the line. However, it increases your minimal and maximum attack power. It will increase your defense, and that for both weapons. It will make your jewelry, your pendant, everything better. You always want to have this maxed out for maximum character power. I did not do this at all in my first playthrough, and I could still keep playing, but everything just took vastly longer, and I was weaker than I should have been. And now to one of the most important things, regional progress and why exploration is so important, that you actually do want to go everywhere to unlock the respective bosses, that you want to activate every single one of these teleportation obelisks, clear out all the camps. Why do you want to do this? On your map, bottom left corner, right behind me, there's your exploration progress bar, which will give you rewards, and you definitely want to reach the 4,000 points for this pendant. Because this token of the Spring and of the Autumn Festival allows you to fly travel throughout the map. And if you don't explore, if you don't do activities and get these exploration points, well, you're going to be missing out on that. You're not going to get your travel form to pretty much zoom faster. The dude teaching you about the fly travel is this old fisherman, who's located in Region 1 on the left side, right below the Medicine Lady. Again, you see the blue book, and you know the blue book, you just want to do these. Do not ignore them. They're important for your character progression, and you will regret not doing this. Let's go over more map symbols. You have these outposts. This one should be level 45 to 50. They will give you more of the respective daggers. We talked about it. The ones that you need to learn more martial arts. They will give you skins, skills, medicinal upgrades, upgrade materials, and more. Make sure to clear them out. And then you get these little sword hat symbols. They won't appear at first, especially these three ones here. You actually have to find the quests and the bosses associated to them. These are optional, but they're a whole goddamn story arc with cutscenes and everything. Amazingly voice acted, a great boss fight that you can then afterwards repeatedly farm. So yeah, you want to find and do them, especially if they're already pointed out to you on the map. Then you anyways want to go there. But otherwise, you really want to make sure to go to these locations and have the amazing boss fights. As you're then leveling, improving your character power, you will have to do breakthroughs. They can be found on the head symbol in the top middle of your screen. Then we click here to the right, and these will increase your level cap and allow you to level up further. Level 15 is the first one. It gets you from 15 to 20, then 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 50, and so on. You will have to do them in order to actually keep leveling, because if you don't do them, you're stuck at level 15 forever. As soon as you reach level 15 or 20 or 30, no matter where you are, even if you're stuck in a story arc, you're right away go for the breakthrough. Like you reach level 30, you're in front of a boss, or you've just failed a boss fight, break through. Because after breaking through, you go from 30 to 31, and you can instantly upgrade your martial art. You get another talent point, and you can spend it all. These breakthroughs will bring you into a small arena where you fight versus waves of monsters, including a mini boss and or one of the bigger bosses that you actually meet down the line in the story or have as the side bosses. It's quite fun and it's like a checkup if your character is strong enough, if you're progressing good, if you're upgrading all the things that you should be upgrading, if you're keeping up with the game. And after doing said breakthrough, as mentioned before, you're actually getting meaningful gear upgrades. Those are also the only gear upgrades I'm pretty much wearing. Whenever I break through, I just put on that new gear and it's better than anything else I have. In your Kung Fu menu, where your two weapons are and you can upgrade your martial arts, you do also have your passives. And these are going to be a set of abilities that are either universal, here top right corner, or they are keyed for a weapon. This one here, the Frosty Day and White Knight martial art passive, is for the snow cutting sword technique. It won't just work for anything else, it needs you to have that sword. They range from simple things like Iron Body, making it harder to get knocked down, to getting something cool called Hated Every Year that will allow you to apply poison to the enemy. This, by the way, works on every single weapon and it's super good on the umbrella. I love it. You can unlock these with the respective scrolls that you find throughout the world, or you get them unlocked by destroying bosses and or invading sects, as we said earlier, to get their respective martial arts. This is where the healing fan is again. And there you get one specifically made for the healing fan. Any questions left? Anything else you'd like to know? Post it in the comments below or ask it on the live streams. There'll be also more guides coming. I'll be like fully immersing myself in the game and probably not stop after I've hit 1,000 hours. Now go and watch this video and take care. Thank you for watching.